Hey guys, Brendan here. Today's video is going to be talking about something that I call generative arrangement. If you're a producer like me who uses Ableton, you may spend most of your time in arrangement view without ever bothering to explore session view very much. But if you spend a few minutes looking at the manual, you'll realize that there is a lot more to session view than just triggering loops. The tool we're going to be using in today's video is this follow action section of the clip view. These options give us the ability to automatically trigger clips in these columns in an orderly or in a random way or somewhere in between those two. For every clip, you can choose two follow actions and then use this probability slider to determine the probability of which follow action will be chosen after the clip is finished playing. Or if we set this option to unlinked right here, instead of triggering after the clip is finished playing, it'll trigger after whatever amount of time that we determine in this box right here. We can use this to create groups of clips that will trigger one after another in an order determined by these options. And if we construct these groups carefully and thoughtfully enough, we can create systems that'll play constantly evolving music that never quite repeats. So here's a really boring example just to show you what I mean. So for this example, I've loaded up 4 drum loops. Each one just has a drum sound being triggered every beat, like this. And if we select all of these, go down to the clip view, turn on follow action, select other for the follow action, and make sure this probability slider is set 100% to that follow action on the left. Then we start to trigger these clips. It's going to select a random clip to play every time the clip finishes playing. So to construct a system like this, but one that actually plays music, here's what I did. I made 5 different sections of a piece that kind of follow the same general groove, chord progression, and accent pattern, basically so that the clips sound coherent and cohesive no matter which combination they're played in. Each of these 5 sections had a different energy level, ranging from quiet intro or outro feel to full peak energy. I used arrangement view to create these pieces, which were all 32 bars in length. I didn't pay attention to how many tracks I was using or try to limit myself to a certain number of channels or anything like that. I just wanted to do this part freely and then figure out how to condense it down later. So at this point, the project had 57 individual tracks. I wanted to condense this down to 8 layers that could be juggled and shuffled around and played in different combinations. So I divided all of the tracks up into the following groups: pads, plucky bass, subs, drums, arps, vox, melody stuff, and ambience. Then I made 8 audio tracks and recorded the output of these groups into those tracks, cut out all the silence in between them, and moved them over into session view. Some clips only contain silence, which isn't a bad thing because I don't necessarily want something from every group to be playing all the time, but I limited each column to only have 1 silent clip. That's why some of these columns have less than 5 clips. Here's where the generative arrangement part comes in. So once I had these clips in session view, I selected all of them and set the follow action for every single one to other. This means that every time the active clip is done playing, it's immediately going to pick another one in this group of tracks. We can define groups and separate groups using these empty slots. Follow actions will not cross this empty slot barrier unless specifically directed to using the jump follow action. We can also set follow actions on scenes. I've set up scene 7 with all of the lowest energy clips together. And then I've set a follow action so that after 32 bars, it will trigger either scene 2 or 3, which are kind of like higher level energy sections. Scenes 2 and 3 then both have follow actions set to trigger scene 7 again after 128 bars. So after either scene 2 or 3 is triggered, the clips in this big group up here will be selected randomly and played randomly until that 128 bars is up. And then scene 7, the low energy scene, will be triggered to give us a proper breakdown feel. This system will run indefinitely, generating variations on this general theme and groove until we stop it ourselves. So let's listen for a bit. This video really only barely scratches the surface of what's possible with these follow action systems. So I hope you found this inspiring and maybe you'll go explore how to implement this in your own music. If you're interested in checking out this project file or poking around inside, I'm going to throw it up on Patreon as soon as this video goes live. So if you're interested, the link is down in the description below. That's all I've got for now. Thanks for watching.